Or us. I don't know.
Definitely better.
It might be okay there. Sound effects seemed a little high. Hey everybody. Johnny Cage here, welcoming you back to another game. This time we're taking a look at Fire Emblem. Three Houses.
It's Lorenz, the best guy in the game.
Lorenz, the best guy in the game. And there's that guy, I forget his... Ash? Was it Ash? Yeah. He was an archer for me though, not a swordsman. Looks too scrawny to be a swordsman. I don't believe it. I think he's lying to us. See ya. Like a deer. Make sure everything else is going well on the stream. Looks like it's pretty good. Oh, she looks like a powerhouse.
It's Bridget. No, she's from Bridget.
Alright, well. Let's get started as we begin our grand adventure in Fire Emblem. I didn't realize that this is such a long game as well. I don't know why it hadn't occurred to me. Like, I was thinking, you know, I talk about Dragon Quest and I'm like, oh, that's going to be a 60-hour long epic. And then I looked at my old save file for this and it was like 62 hours. And I'm like, oh, shit, this is even longer.
It only took me 40.
Yeah, I probably did. I did a lot more just extra battles than I really had to. I mean, I might do that too, though, a little bit, just to try to get other people up to snuff to be like, you know, hang with the main group of people, especially when you get new people on your team, right? Because you have to actually train them. It's not like an RPG where they get experience.
No, they do not. They don't get shit.
Via other people. They actually have to get into the shit, you know. They really have to.
That's not even just get into the things. They have to like kill people, actually murder them.
Yeah. So I don't know what the best way to do it will be. I would imagine there's going to be a point where I get a bunch of guys at once, because a lot of my skills are going to like reach that level, and then it'll just be able to talk to like everybody and like grab a ton of people. That won't happen for a long time, but I would imagine that will probably be the case. Well, that's kind of what happened to me the first time around I played it, because but it was like so late into the game already at that point that I like didn't really have time to bother with those other people. Starting a new game plus, so we're not going to do a new game plus. I looked into it. It's all stuff that really, you know, it's all carrying over your old data. You get to have all of your skill levels and anything associated with that. I don't want to do that. Created new. I don't want us to have fun. Well, it sounds like it's just easy. You know, it's easy mode, but it's a well-deserved easy mode, because this game, while probably being one of the easier in the Fire Emblem franchise, is still a pretty tough game overall. I mean, is this the first one to have different difficulty settings also, or no? Okay. No. Well, I don't want to go on to hard, because it's been over a year since I played this, and this was the first Fire Emblem experience I ever had. I would say that I am an intermediate player now, having beaten the game once, so I'm going to stick with normal. Every decision counts. Well, I got to do the classic, right?
Oh yeah, if you don't do classic, I'll just...
Yeah, what's the point of playing if you're not going to connect to the network to play online? No, we don't need to worry about that right now. Alright. Quite a few cutscenes in this game, but they're all delightfully animated in traditional Japanese anime style.
They're not though, because they're like it's really weird. Like, they're like the in-game character models, but they're also not. I don't know how to feel.
Well, it's kind of got that cel-shaded look to it a little bit. Yeah. Which kind of gives like this quasi-anime kind of feel to it. Quasi. Yeah, I don't know what that really means. Pseudo. Quasi. It's like people that use melodramatic when you can just use overly dramatic. I mean, they're complete synonyms, but you sound like a hipster when you say melodramatic versus...
Overdramatic sounds weird.
I think overdramatic sounds weird, but if you say overdramatic, it makes more sense than melodramatic. I think when we say melodramatic, it's confusing to people, and it's like a snobby thing to say.
Melodramatic?
Hmm.
What the? Who's calling melodramatic snobby?
I am.
Are you some kind of snob lord?
I only use it when I'm describing anime to be the utmost snobbiness.
Oh god.
So anyhow, we have this awesome battle between a random green-haired chick and man with sword, angry big man with sword.
You know who that is?
I forget a lot of people in this game.
That's the headmaster of the school.
That's the headmaster? Oh, the green-haired lady who's a lot calmer nowadays.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I think now's a great time to get into Fire Emblem. Maybe even now better than the year ago when I first played it, because so many people are in Smash now. I mean, there are a lot to begin with already, but they've still upped the cast considerably. And
Bam!
bam, oh,
Open
it's
palm right to
stiff
nuts.
open palm, man.
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You died.
Oh, damn. Oh, that's brutal.
You can't do it.
Everything that I love.
No blood, but stabbing him mercilessly. You die now.
She did it, but now I'm afraid of it. Take this and I will lock it in the basement of a church, and I will be a school leader. That's what I wanted to do.
It is. Oh, there's a little bit of blood. Yeah, you don't get blood in this game. You almost think like blood would be an option to turn on. Like it wouldn't be like
No,
for a
they
game
don't
like
rate it.
this. Yeah, I guess they don't want rated M.
I mean,
But
she did just literally stab that man in plain sight, but that's okay.
I feel like it would be off by default, but it's something that you could put on if you wanted to. I think the game's adult enough for that.
Combat code. Put on the blood code.
Oh, good. Subtitles are on. I didn't really remember if subtitles were on or not. I wonder how you got here.
I wonder how you got
She's
in
over.
here. It is most
I guess I'll just put on the audio advance.
repose. Very rude indeed.
Or gingerbread.
Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Can you tell if you're a man or a woman yet?
Yeah, I can't tell your gender from that far away.
You
Alright.
are pretty androgynous, honestly.
We do get, yeah, the one of two genders, which hardly matters, and that's fine. I feel like, and we've talked about this before, but I feel like games have gone way too far with character customization. And this is a game where you even see your character a ton. I mean, there are a lot of games where you can
This
put
actually
in...
doesn't go far enough with character customization.
That's actually, that is
All
true.
the goddamn time.
Is form correct? Yeah, we'll stick with the guy form.
I use the girl.
Rachel uses the girl form.
Usually I use the guy form, but I actually think the guy form looks kind of ugly in this one.
Yeah, he's not the best looking... Needs a new haircut, you know. I've seen the likes of you before. Who are you, anyways? I'm a ghost, demon, or I'm a mortal? I don't think any of this matters at all.
It just pisses her off.
I'm a
little bit,
demon.
which one you pick.
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line.
Okay. Well then, I'm a ghost.
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your
Oh man, remember when that Stanley Parable game came out and kind of debunked the whole like
Choice.
illusion of choice?
I see.
I mean, there you go. That's it in a nutshell, right?
Go on.
Like, why even have that?
They're just getting used to answering questions from people.
Yeah, no, right. I'll go ahead and use my actual
Violet?
name. This is one of those games where you, of course, have a silent protagonist that doesn't get referred to by his name. I mean, Titus really got the ball rolling there, didn't he?
To the sound of you.
Oh, it's you.
It's you, my guardian, who I'm in love with now.
I never once say his name. Oh, it's...
Oh, we gotta put in my actual birthday. That's right. All right. I'll let the internet know my actual birthday.
That's too much information.
It's too much. Don't let them know. It's all right. It's January 8th. Now everyone knows. I expect gifts.
Secrets out.
Secrets out. I'll also get on Google Maps now and immediately show you where I live.
I'm moving.
Wow, wonders we share our day of birth. How strange.
I don't believe you. Now you're the one deceiving me, lady.
You would do well to keep your wit in
That
line.
feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap.
Yes!
Yeah.
So relatable.
Gods do a lot of sleeping, I would imagine. You know, they have to sleep for like an entire millennia until something interesting actually happens that affects the entire world.
Like, yo, what's up?
And she's having a little snooze. You can also pull up the log with ZL if you'd like to. We're reviewing the game as we go.
Hey,
Hey.
time to wake up.
Jack, it's me.
Are you having that dream again?
That weird one?
Geralt. That's a good fantasy name. I was dreaming about a young girl.
Why am I...
You described it to me before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now.
Yeah,
Battlefield,
guy.
no place for idle thoughts.
You
Risking your
died.
life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed.
So that's hundreds of times.
Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Of course. Oop, relationship went up.
Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
I don't know why the relationship going up matters with characters who are never in battle. Though. Oh, I guess this guy you are once. Or twice, maybe, but, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this isn't a character that will... Like, all this is intro stuff, obviously, right now.
But, like, with Rhea, you can raise her friendship. Why? I don't get it.
Pursued by a group of bandits.
No shit.
I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend yourself.
So yeah, for those of you unfamiliar with Fire Emblem games, you do... most of this game is based around building relationships with people.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives. Not to mention
And these are the three leaders of the three houses, one of which we will choose to be a part of soon enough.
Mary. Oh.
Bandits spotted just outside the village.
Hmm?
Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
I hope you're ready. Yep, there are my two saves. Alright, I guess we're file 3. Oh yeah, and you can move the guy in the loading screen. You can like,
Make him jump.
you can make him jump and put his cape up.
If you rotate your control, I don't know if it does it on the Pro controller. Yeah, you can set, like, left and right, like, a steering wheel almost.
Oh, okay. That's funny. Gives you a little something to do. I like that. It's a nice touch in between loading screens. A skirmish at dawn. Who's ready for prologue? Alright, so I'm gonna have to relearn a lot of this game.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village.
Three.
Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
Wind. Movement. Select a unit and move next to an enemy. While your unit is next to an enemy, the command window will open. To attack, select the attack command and choose a weapon. Alright. So we'll go ahead and choose my guy because he's the coolest. It looks like... trying to think right now. So
Oh, what was it? Press X?
L1 and R1.
No, Y? L or R? It's one of them. Or Z R, Z L, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah,
There we go. Yeah, that's the one we were looking for. So this is something you'll probably want to keep up the entire time you're playing the game. It shows where the enemies are intending to target, as well as their actual range, where they can go to hit people. So you want to be outside of their range, obviously, unless you're going to kill them. And as you can see here, if we go with my guy, we have an 80% chance. Oh, that's him on her. Never mind. Well, that's good. Now we get to take a look. And you can push ZL and ZR to shift through their combat arts, I believe they're called. Yeah, it literally says right there. And this can increase the amount of damage you do, but it sort of acts like it will take more durability away from your weapon. Currently, right now, we have an iron sword with 40 hit points to it, essentially. And a normal attack will take out 1, but this will take off 3. But as you can see here, it will kill. And we have a 100% chance of hitting him. So, yeah, let's go for it. So, I believe... I don't remember if there's any situations where if you initiate battle, they would strike first before you strike. I thought it always goes to the person that initiates combat. They always get the first strike in.
You,
but
them, and then whoever has higher speed, there is a chance that they'll get a second.
Right, based on your speed stat, there's a second. You could get a second hit in.
Or they could.
Or they could too. Yeah, it depends. So went ahead and burned a little durability to do more damage, and then as you can see there, you get a little bit of experience. You can fight with a broken weapon, but the might and hit rate will be reduced. Alright, so we already touched on that. We'll get to the battle menu eventually. No experience, only Zool. Hey there again, Ray. We're playing your favorite game of all time. Good old Fire Emblem. After a very frustrating situation with Final Fantasy VI yesterday. But we can get into that more later on. We just started this up. I hope that you're having a good Monday evening. I forgot what day it was. It's good to see you. Alright, battle menu, create saves and such. And then you got the battle phases, the player phase and the enemy phase after everyone's gone on each side. So we can see now where everyone can go for attack. So we won't worry about these guys quite yet. Let's just move everybody up. What other items do we have right now? We just have... Yeah, vulneraries are your basic healing item of the game. It's definitely your favorite Switch game. It's a good one. I have spoken before in the stream about the small issues I have with it, but it's a game that I've wanted to come back to recently, and I think it will be fun to play on stream. Just have everybody wait. I'll cut through. My boy Dimitri. Bows. Attack from long range, though their hit rate is reduced as range increases. Highly effective against Pegasus and Wyvern Riders.
Ready and willing.
Yeah, I forget how you can really see how far they can... Their firing distance isn't any different, right? I mean, it's just...
Their firing distance you'll still see as the purple.
As the red squares.
No, that's where your firing distance is. If you mean theirs, it's always the purple.
I'm talking about Claude's with his bow.
Oh, then yeah, it's the red.
Yeah.
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy.
And then you'll have your occasional NPC combatants in battle. Do certain terrain will have effects on the unit occupying it. Forest, for instance, raise evasion and defense. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be really true to the actual permadeath of this game. When I played it the first time, I did not. I kind of abused the permadeath system, and I just never wanted anyone to die.
Why even select that mode, John?
I know. Why even select that mode? It seems silly. I do have it sped up though, as far as the animations are concerned. So this is going faster than if you play with the default. Keep an eye out for others such as thickets and heal tiles. You can see the effects of terrain by placing your cursor over it. Alright, yeah, it's been a good year since I played this last, so it's gonna be a bit to get back used to it. We can put him in the bush. It's alright if he gets attacked if he's in the bush. Oh. That's a fact. Let's see. I don't really want to move you that far over here. Game harder, just takes longer. Yeah, well, the game does give you a lot of time rewinds. So if the enemy gets a crit on you, and you're like, "What? That's bullshit," kind of thing. If you have that feeling towards it, you can rewind it, and I will probably do that if it happens.
No.
Okay, I won't. Never mind.
I'm here for the authenticity.
I do want it to be an authentic sort of playthrough. So we'll see. Also, I'm really focused on wanting to try to get a lot of characters on my team. There's a command exclamation FE gives you a little bit of rundown. For 2,000 channel points, you can choose which character you want me. Choose a character for me to take into the next battle. Get a little look at combat arts here. Units learn new arts and weapon skills go up. There are no combat arts for reason or faith, which are the black and white magic of the game. So let's see what we want to do here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and have... I should mention just beforehand too that I'm terrible at tactical games. So if I make like really stupid choices, bear with me because I'm going to. I love tactical games, but I'm just genuinely not good at them for some reason. It's just the way that it is.
Each battle a chance to grow.
Oh, hidden enemies and reinforcements. Yeah, when they pop up out of nowhere and you're like, what? Well, there's a fight really early on. I think it's like the 3rd or 4th mission where you take on like this giant dragon. This is a minor spoiler, but whatever. And
oh, the one in the castle?
Yeah, it's in a castle, I remember. And it's like kind of comes out of nowhere, I think, if I remember correctly. But it's also an insanely hard fight. And I remember that I had kind of been over-leveled for it, but I still remember thinking to myself, like, damn, if I wasn't over-leveled, I would have been, like, completely screwed there. Move Claude up a little bit. What combat arts does he have? The curved shot. It doesn't really matter. If it's not going to kill him, I'm not going to waste the durability. Gotcha.
Claude's fantastic and also amazing and also best.
Archers are really good. I think it's hard for me to remember who like my MVPs were the first time I played the game, but I did really like Raphael, who's like the big bulking guy in the game. Like he's literally bursting out of his shirt at all times. Like I remember going out of my way to get him, and he was an incredibly good character. Ooh, does Dimitri want to leave his little happy area? I guess so. Oh wow, people are gonna get hit a little bit. It is what it is. What it is. Enemy phase. Ooh. Oh, come on, Dimitri. I gave you the chance for the kill right there. You couldn't even do it, could you? Allies, not caring at all. Let's see. Well, since I'm the most important character as of right now, at least, I'm just going to go ahead and steal this kill. 60% in Fire Emblem might as well be 0. Yeah, there's some truth to that. Oh, shoot.
It's like that in Pokemon, too. You're like, well, you're not going to hit that move. Give up now.
I was going to say something about that. Oh, you know, the game that I most associate that with is actually the XCOM series. Like XCOM 1 in particular, well, not 1, but the Enemy Unknown that came out like 10-ish years ago. That was, my god. You would be right up there in their face with a rifle, just shooting them. You'd have like 95% chance, which already doesn't make sense. But then I felt like you missed like half the time still, and I was just like, what the hell? That's a big part of the reason I never ended up beating that game. Select items option to change. Yep. Just explain that vulneraries are this game's version of cure potions. I don't. Do they ever upgrade like vulneraries? I feel like I used them for a long portion of the game the first time around.
No, you basically just go to cure after vulneraries.
Yeah, so yeah, after that you just kind of rely on white mages a lot more, like once their effectiveness runs out. That makes sense. Oh, finally, Geralt's gonna get on in there.
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Making them easier to hit. Linked attacks.
I'm intimidated.
When you attack an enemy, there's also a attack range of one or more of the other units. Trigger a linked attack. During a linked attack, your avoid rate And hit rate are higher than normal. Linked attacks between certain units will also raise might. Good use of linked attacks is key to defeating powerful enemies. They also build support among the units involved. Oh yeah, that's right, I kind of forgot about that part. Yeah, I think you have to get a little bit smarter about that stuff, because I think in the last time I played it, I had a lot of people just like go off on their own, which is like rule number 1 about how to lose in tactical games. Don't send a guy out on their own, even if they are like a powerhouse. XCOM is much the same. Yeah, and I really liked XCOM 2. I really wanted to enjoy that game more than I ended up, unfortunately. Oh man, those guys are all going in on Dimitri. Oh no, I can't target from there? Really? Just anybody.
No, you only have 2 range.
Oh wow, I thought he had better range than that.
No, all archers have 2. Unless you have a longbow, then you have 3.
Have him wait there. Have you come here.
So it's not, I don't think it is at least basically explained in this game, but there is like a weapon tree of life basically. Like, you know, Pokemon elements. Swords are super effective against axes, lances are super effective against swords, axes are super effective against lances.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the rock, paper, scissors mechanic of different weapons. I'm really worried about her. I think she might get killed. Everyone's going to attack her.
Well, it's going to tell you what they do, like hover over them. Hit her 5 with a 50% chance. No, she's fine.
5, 10.
Yeah, she's fine.
So maybe 21 damage.
Yeah, but they want her.
Surround the gang beat. Shoot a bunch. Base ranges too. Actually, the weapon triangle. The weapon triangle's gone in this game. Is it really? It doesn't really matter? It's like more stat based? That's what Genry's saying.
Oh, bad Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I wasn't. Neither of us were aware of that. And they kill you where you stand. Ouch.
I can believe you hit that.
That's alright. Tutorial, am I right, folks?
I mean, now all 3 of them can't hit her anyways, because that guy's blocking on.
It's true. Thank goodness, Dimitri. It's about time he dodged a shot. I kind of just want to give my guy as much experience as possible, because he's the only one that's really gonna matter. Well, that's not true. Other people will matter, because I will have to choose someone else, or choose somebody's house to join, so... one of them is gonna matter. Yeah, no, I totally just screwed that part up. I don't want to shoot boss. I want to kill boss man with my guy if I can.
Oh yeah, you're choosing Black Eagle, right?
I'm probably, yeah. I mean, it's like a minor spoiler, but it really doesn't matter. But
Everybody knows there's 3 houses.
yeah. So when I played this the first time, I went with the Blue Lion in Dimitri's house there. And Rachel went with the Golden Lion and Golden Eagle, the Golden Deer in Claude's house.
Best house.
So the odd man out is Edelgard and her Black Eagles. So I'm gonna go with that house this time around. But we'll see that soon enough. Your first was the Black Eagles. I think a lot of people went with that, just because it's the Black Eagles. It's a cool name, so.
I mean, they're not golden ears. Is my character playing Switch and switching?
Oh man, really? Claude can't get the kill? Oh, that sucks.
I mean, he does have that 2% chance to crit.
Well, that kind of works out still, though. Alright. Because if Edelgard gets the kill on him, that's good enough. So, let's try to aim for that, I suppose. Black Eagle. Twist in the middle basically made me play the game a second time immediately. Yeah, I knew about that going into mine, but it didn't really affect a lot of my choices. But it's a shame that the story's not wildly different, and I don't want to go too deep into it for spoiler reasons, but it's a shame the story doesn't like take this weird turn if you choose to go with the Black Eagles. versus the other two houses.
I went like 50. I went to the big twist, and it was still the same twist. I was like, what the fuck? I was very upset that it was the same. But maybe it does get different later.
Well, don't talk. Why would talk be like the top action?
Talk, because it's good.
Alright. You should talk to somebody. But does that eat up the action to talk to him? No, you just talk to him. Can that raise your relationship at all?
Yes.
Oh, it can?
That's the point of talking.
Oh. Let's talk. I didn't realize that.
Oh, maybe it does eat it up, because now you can't picture it. I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
I didn't talk. I killed him. So, it's fine.
Well, no, you would be to talk to one of your guys. It's not to talk to the enemy. Maybe. Is talk still an option then?
No.
Right.
No, because I had done my action already. Yeah. Alright. Edelgard should have the kill there, no problem. Who were your standout favorites on the Black Eagles, Genry?
It's a long road
It's a long road
yet.
yet. Iron Axe received.
I really like.
Get down.
Shit, what's his name? Hubert.
Oh, Hubert. Yeah,
He's such a
the
dick.
second in command.
He's
Yeah.
such a dick.
Yeah, every house has a not only like their leader, the three of which we just saw in this battle, but they also have a second in command, and you can't recruit them.
I was gonna say that
Either.
Golden Deer technically don't, because Lawrence is the second in command, but then like pink hair girl whose name I currently forget is the one you can't recruit anyways.
Genry enjoyed Dorothea, Hubert, and Casper.
Hubert, my boy.
Hmm. I do remember fighting Hubert. He was a pain. And Casper I briefly used because I needed someone to fill that like defensive position that because he's like I think by default he's an axe wielder if I remember correctly, and Dedu, who's the second in command on the blue lion team, he disappears for a while, which is not a huge spoiler. Stuff like that happens in this game. Is like people will disappear for a while and come back, and that's just kind of part of the whole like story-driven nature of this game. But who once called me that? What are you talking about?
I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd.
Very odd.
That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name?
Kinda.
Phooey! That
Phooey.
child who saved your life.
And what does that make you?
Loser.
A miserable little bag of
Less than a
secrets.
child.
I'm less than a child?
You understand.
It's all coming together now.
Threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl.
I'm also not a ghost or demon. I can confirm that.
The flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Thank you.
There now. Is gratitude
But
so much to
I
ask?
didn't build my relationship with her by thanking her. Come on.
No. That is not built.
Though it is
Like this I don't get. Why would building a relationship with her matter?
However did I manage that?
I
Right?
mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's just because that's such a main mechanic of the game, the relationship building. So they
It's
kind
just
of
like leaving
they kind
it
of
anyway.
demonstrate it
Yeah.
now without it being like a forceful tutorial that they shove down your throat, being like, hey, you can build relationships with people, you know. And then they run you through like a scenario where it's like, oh
Yeah,
no, you
that's
chose
right.
wrong. Let's go back and you choose this option, and you build the scenario and you build your relationship
I
with
mean, that is
somebody.
what happened at the beginning. You chose wrong. Guess again. You're not a ghost.
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh, and you will surely meet your end.
No, that's not good.
How rude of you!
How
to
rude of
drag
me
me
to-
into this. What to do?
Keep
I'll just
time
stay
frozen until I'm. Well, the axe is already lodged in my back, so I don't think I'm gonna get safe by any
I'll
means.
just stay here and die.
I'll just stay here and wait to die. I'm gonna go with turn back the hands of time.
Of course, I must turn back the hands of time.
So all this is building up to showing that we are gonna have this godlike ability to be able to pause and rewind time, which will help to deal with any potential permadeath shenanigan-y situations we might run into in the future. And they're pretty lenient with how many times you can do it per battle. I think based on your difficulty, you could probably only can do it so many times, but on the normal mode, it's like 8 times or something like that. It's quite a bit.
There's like a stat for it. You can level it up. It's in the church. You have to like go through it, and then you can get more rewinds.
Mm-hmm. More rewinds. You'll die. Also, getting ready, if there's any issue with the game volume or anyone else that might be watching, let me know. If it sounds a little on the low side, I'm not sure if it's worth me boosting it up or not.
Hey, did you just...
Did you just go back in time?
The Knights of Seros are here.
Oh, it's Alois. I do remember him.
Thieves are running away. Go after
I'm pretty sure you could play with that guy, right? I think.
Sure can. But should you? No.
But should you? I don't know.
the students seem to
I don't
be
like using
alone.
any of the teachers.
And who's this?
Yeah, I don't know that the teachers, because you can recruit like a few teachers in the game. I'm not sure that the teachers are overwhelmingly more powerful.
I think Shamir technically is. She's good.
Shamir might be, but she's not even a teacher really. She's like a mercenary. Like, she's a person that just like kills for fortune. You know, she's a soldier of fortune through and through. But she is, yeah, she was amazing in my playthrough.
Captain Gerald? It is you. Good.
But we'll be meeting like pretty much the entire cast very soon. So these aren't really, we're not really spoiling a lot by just discussing it openly.
I'm having a discussion.
Because we are going to be going to this academy.
20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever.
Just as loud as ever.
That captain nonsense.
The captain.
These days I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Old wandering mercenary.
Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery.
We're going to the monastery, I guess.
I suppose this was it.
One of your main MVPs was Petra. Oh, is that the pink-haired girl with the axe, or am I thinking of...
No, Petra's the weird, like, uncultured girl.
Are you the
The
captain's
purple-haired,
child?
like, Amazon girl.
Oh, like the Amazonian girl, right.
From Bridget.
Captain's child? I guess that's correct.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you?
I mean, do I have a choice?
You will do it.
The game's already prompted me with a choice when I didn't have one, so
What's trouble?
I'm prepared for more of that now.
You're about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
My main MVPs, I mentioned Raphael already. He was definitely up there. Same with Felix. Felix
Oh,
was
yeah, Felix was mine too.
Felix was incredible. He was just like, he was a cold-hearted son of a gun, and he like I knew like 90% of the time if I had him go up against a guy in a one-on-one fight, he would kill them like instantly, like no question about it. And I'm just like, okay, like I want to give experience to everybody, but Felix can kill that guy in one shot, so I kind of want to use him.
You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain
Gerald
of
the
Knights of
Bladebreaker.
Seros,
It's a great name.
oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
The Knights of
You
Seros.
haven't heard of the Knights of Seros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fogo.
Are they like the priests of the Temple of Syrinx?
Coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course.
Are they like the Xanarcan apes?
Bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention, give us as students of
Felix,
the
Dimitri, and the archer kid were murder machines. Yeah,
monastery.
Ash the archer, I think you're talking about. The
No, it could be a
oh, is it one?
greener kid too.
That would be because you ran off.
One from Golden Deer.
oh, I don't know. I had Ash. I think he starts on the Blue Lions. He's like the gray-haired kid. He was a really good. He was good. I don't know if I put him like MVP status, but he was a very good archer.
Those bandits chased after us.
Ash. Okay, that's the one. Yeah.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Clyde.
I'd like to try to use the Dragon or the Dragoon Riders or whatever they are, the Wyvern Riders, a little bit more in this playthrough too, because I only had one in my old playthrough, the girl Ingrid, and she was okay, but man, could she get just decimated by like a single archer, like not even, yeah, not even like a good one either. They would just like destroy them so easily.
Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet?
Oh, you made Ingrid a Dark Knight instead? Yeah, there were a few other on the team that I didn't know a lot of what to do with them until I got to like halfway through the game, and then they kind of just like muddled around in like a support role. So I'm hoping not to do that. I'm hoping right here from the beginning I can get a good, clear idea of where I want like everyone, the path I want everyone to go down, and so I don't run into that situation again.
Services to the Empire. I might as well tell you, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's.
Adrestian Empires.
Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals.
I liked Dimitri's story a lot. Just like his whole story of his kingdom and kind of the relationships within it. I'm sure all three of them are quite good, but I was really happy I picked him because this was really enjoyable to follow along with. Lots of ups and downs and drama.
So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
Where does my allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
Well. I forget which one I want.
Adrestian Empire.
Adrestian Empire?
Yeah. Fargus is the blue, and Leicester Alliance is the golden deer.
Right. I think if I would have been paying attention, they would have probably... Yeah. Yeah, she's the clear choice right now, because Rachel played like... Was it a New Game Plus that you played with her? Yeah. She got like halfway through a second game, but then kind of just fizzled on it. But that's fair. It can be hard to jump right into a New Game Plus after immediately beating a game, which is why I'm glad I waited a year to pick this one back up again. Each of three is most unique. She is a refined young woman.
She got the big eyes.
The big eyes.
With the tiny nose.
Dimitri.
He's...
Seems
got
quite
spaghetti
sincere.
hair.
Seems a darkness lurking beneath.
Claude.
Claude's a clown.
I love Claude. He's great.
He's got that little reddish nose. He's always got a perpetual cold.
I think he's a big drinker.
Not that guy. There should be like a drunken master
I kind of think
character.
Eloise is the drunken master. Prove me wrong.
I don't know. That would actually be pretty cool if there was. I don't know. Well, cool might be an overstatement, but it would seem like a character, like it would seem like a character trope that would be fitting in this game.
Part 1.
White clouds. Great tree moon.
You know, he says
3 houses. I know he says it, but I like to say it with him. It's like an ASMR video.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant
Was that
fields
on
once
them?
again spring to life across Vogland, heralding the start of a new year. As
It's the
they
start of a new year.
the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree.
You found the Mercedes as a broken healer? Oh, dear. I'm not surprised. I didn't really have any other main healers on my team. I think maybe Annette was a healer for me as well. I think. Because I didn't really like black magic in this game a whole lot.
Dude, black magic's so good.
I'm going to try to get better with it, but I found them, mages in general are really squishy, and I found them hard to use. But that could just be my own issue with not being very good with tactical games.
Like
But
Cynthia's amazing.
yeah, but Mercedes is the character I got married to at the end of my first playthrough.
Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan
She was just so delightful.
mighty powers now
She liked to cook.
to harmony.
So there you go. Get a little look at the way the continent is split, and a little bit of an idea of the not so tight alliances everyone shares with one another.
Monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
Look at a little
It
Clyde.
really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
It is kind of a cool setting because you have these three countries, so to speak, that have had like these war-torn pasts, but then they all converge. Like they all, I guess, essentially agree that this monastery here is where they send their, nobles and people to be, the next rulers of their own countries, and it's kind of this neutral ground. It's really kind of a cool setting in that regard. Oh, the courtyard, and that guy looks like he could kill you with either cane or umbrella. And there's Tits McGee.
Her character trait is that she has tits. Is that proper teacher attire?
Is that proper teacher attire? I don't know. No. If you get tenured, I guess it doesn't really matter anymore, right? Manuela is a proper lady. Oh, that's right. Genry's a huge fan of Manuela.
Manuela, the turbo slut?
Top tier. Oh.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
Well, like I said, I am going to try to use characters that I didn't use last time quite a bit, which would include the teachers, because like I said, I did write them off because I thought they might be too powerful, but we'll see.
I just don't want to use the teachers. I feel like they're not the students,
The teachers are, in fact, not the students. This is a true statement. Be forced to see her now. Who is her?
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop.
Lady
Rhea.
Rhea.
I didn't see nothing.
Archbishop.
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Ceros. The
Teachings of
leader
what?
of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop.
Yeah, I think they got that part wrong. They do follow Yevon, of course, as we will come to find.
I'm an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence
Wonderful.
all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood.
The
has
miracle of fatherhood.
blessed. That is your child, is it not?
No.
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. Wish I could
I couldn't remember if,
my child.
I thought that you were Geralt's son, but I thought they were a little bit more ambiguous about it.
Condolences.
No,
I
they're
didn't
being
remember
as
them.
honest.
I didn't remember that right away.
Yes.
Yeah, we still don't know anything about her mom. Well, of course I'm going to properly introduce myself. How's it going, my good sir? Mr. Marcus?
Mr. Marcus.
Mr. Marcus.
I thank
Hope you're
you
having a
for
good
serving
Monday
this
night. It's great to see you.
academy.
Monday night. Huh?
Welcome to part 1 of Fire Emblem. We just finished up our tutorial battle, so you're not missing much. We haven't even decided which of the 3 houses we're going to join yet.
The Knights of Ceros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for a moment, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon.
They do
Please
desire a
listen
word.
carefully to what they have to say. Until
Farewell.
tomorrow, farewell.
Welcome. I remember you saying last night that this was, you weren't familiar with Fire Emblem at all, so welcome to
Whoa.
your first taste of Fire Emblem. Lots of story and relationship building.
sorry I dragged you into this.
And permadeath.
Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your
Just like how I
services
play
are
my
requested as well.
I must work here. As a mercenary? I mean, that's what I'm qualified for.
They want you to teach.
So do I look like I know how to teach?
Yeah, do I look like you know how to teach?
Talking about the officers' academy, right?
I mean, I guess if I'm on good footing with, like, all three of the nobles, like, they can just say, hey, we want him to be a teacher, and the monastery is not exactly going to fight them on it.
They're like, he's not qualified.
You must
Also,
be
he's
the
like
new
12.
professor. My, how stern and
Stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for.
Oh, it must be this other stern and handsome fellow over here.
And watch out for Lady Rhea.
And Manuela's tits.
You might want to watch out for Lady Rhea. Watch out for Manuela, you mean.
She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age.
Manuela Geralt fanfic is pretty... A lot of Manuela Geralt Rule 34 out there.
A lot of
That's
Manuela
funny.
Rule 34 out there. You could have ended it right there.
I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment,
Moment, yeah.
I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the
The subject.
I'm Manuel.
Yeah, once we get control back of our character, we are going to be spending quite a bit of time perusing the monastery grounds and getting to know the place. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. Oh my goodness. You're a physician?
I look too pretty for that line of work, do I?
I genuinely forgot that she was the physician.
In the infirmary. If you're ever lonely, please do come and pay me a visit. I would love.
Spare our colleague the
Missed a chance for dialogue option of "You're available." It's true, they did.
You'll be taking charge of one of the academy's 3 houses.
I mean, it would be one thing if Manuela just had her boobs out, but the fact that she just like flirts with everybody, you know, doesn't really do the character many favors.
And explain.
I don't think that's the kind
The
of woman
Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire.
So this is a better look at the 3 houses we have to choose from.
Princess, who is in line to be the next emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fardus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fardus.
Lastly,
Oh,
there
my
is the
boy.
Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance.
My
Their house leader is
boy.
Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
The things that the next emperor, king, and sovereign do are all here. Certainly is a promising year for the academy.
It certainly
I'll
is.
say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite.
Oh, you gonna learn more about her? You understand it more as you get closer to her? Okay.
Yeah, she has like secret missions you can do with her. Like they all do.
Please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students.
Some odd ducks in that bunch.
But they're good kids.
There definitely are. You got to give the designers a lot of credit that they did make the characters quite a bit different in personality compared to one another. They're all just very unique.
Intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have
I
made
like
my
Sid.
decision, Settle.
I think he's great.
I know worrying comes naturally to you. There's truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago?
The Great Fire.
Remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an
Oh yeah, and
unnecessary
Flame.
risk.
I do remember her.
He's
Settle.
useless.
They have my
I
trust.
tried so hard.
Let that be enough for you as well.
Yeah, there are a couple of like characters that you can have like on your team in battles that are like children actually, which is kind of odd.
Aren't we all just
I mean, well, yeah, but I think they are statistically much worse than the average character is. So I don't know if I'll bother with. I think there's 2 of them. I don't think I'll really bother with them.
Just Flame and the weird kid.
Trust with the upper
Yeah.
nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
I pray that nothing occurs. Run, little loading man.
You can make him jump over the loading
Yes. Oh, jump the bar. Jump the bar. Whee! Now this is how you design a game. Yeah. I mean, at least it's better than nothing. Lots of these delightful, you know, anime-ish cutscenes that they got going on in this game too. There's the golden deer. I believe that's everyone that's in the starting group of theirs.
Wiener, Lawrence, Hilda, Duder,
There's Raphael. That guy is just
Lysithea,
destroys people.
Basic bitch. Hubert.
There's the Black Eagle faction.
Oh, you get Bernie. I love her. Yeah.
Oh yeah, her. I do remember
I love
her. Yeah, I think I remember trying to recruit her, but she locks herself in her dorm room, and you can't really. You have to really work hard at actually getting her.
You do.
And this is the Blue Lion faction. There's Mercedes, and Dedu, and Felix. Felix is insanely powerful. Bernadette is she is delightful. I mean,
I love her.
she is very, very funny. That she's just like lacks any self-confidence whatsoever, but it's very endearing at the same time. And Lady Rhea, who's the face that runs the place. Exploring. Move the camera around and zoom in and zoom out. Hands up and hands down. Back up, back up. What you gonna do now? Got your objectives on the left here. Accept the quest from Rhea.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers Academy, correct?
Like just wonderful together. Yeah, Dorothea, I think if she's the one I remember, she's the one that wears the hat. Because I think I remember trying to recruit her because she... I don't remember if she was a particular class that maybe I was lacking. But I think that it was... I don't know, something like that. I feel like that I tried to get a recruiter, but I ran out of time essentially. Speak to the 3 house leaders and gather information about the students in each house. The students can be found in the reception hall on the 1st floor and throughout the Officers Academy. Well, I can't really decline that. Formal introductions. Yeah, so you'll pick up a lot of quests, of course, from people around the monastery. Okay, and then we get a little look. This will be the full thing, but we don't really have it all uncovered yet. And you can see who's in which rooms if you need to talk to somebody in particular. There are a ton of people in this game. So if you're not, I would say almost right off the bat, if you're not big into relationship building games, then this game might not be for you, because you're going to spend just as much time building relationships as you're going to be in combat. That's just the short of it, really.
I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here.
I was.
Had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before.
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Gotta greet everybody. Gotta catch them all. I guess I'll throw down in the chat here. Throw down. So these are going to be kind of the rough rules for Fire Emblem. I already have the channel redemption available. Right now it's not going to matter that much. It probably won't matter for this stream or maybe even the next stream, as we're not really going to have the ability to recruit people that not a lot of people. We won't be able to recruit a lot of people outside of our house yet, is what I'm trying to say. But for 2,000 channel points, you can decide who I should take into the next battle when we have one. Assuming I have them on my roster. The minimap is in the upper right corner of the screen. There we go. That's what I almost always kept it like this. I'm not sure if I will for the purposes of the stream, but playing it. Yeah, I mean I can at least do it like this, but yeah, I think even when I was playing it casually, I did like this a lot. You can recruit people temporarily?
You can.
Okay. Maybe I don't have...
It's just ask to help on next mission. It's like
oh, you can just ask to help them on next mission? Yeah. Okay, well I guess we can do that as well. I didn't really realize that was a thing. Let's go with that perspective for the time being.
Technically it helps you recruit them because you can build relationship while you're in battle by like fighting alongside them.
Oh, that's a good point.
It makes them slightly easier to get.
Okay, so maybe I'll remove the caveat of on my roster. Assuming you can always just temporarily choose people. As you can see here, there's going to be a ton of people in the monastery that we can't actually recruit. It is an entire school after all.
I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Breswell. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles.
I wonder.
Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
So now we can get a rundown of basically everyone. So here we go, our first look at... And it's not really they well, I guess they do talk about them. I thought they just showed you like a bio.
Arrogant even, but there's little to be done.
One day.
I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor.
Everyone has a defining ability as well, and then they can list off their strengths and weaknesses so that you know, if you're looking for them to fill a particular role in your group, you'll know basically for sure if they're going to be capable of doing it or not, which is a really nice touch. So we've got Hubert, who is, I believe he's basically a black mage, right?
Yes.
Got a lot of magic stats, so that makes sense. I don't remember what, so might +5 with gambits. I kind of forget what gambits are exactly in this game.
Like a special ability.
They're like some sort of special ability. I guess we'll figure out, and that's fine. We can swap display. Why is he smiling here? He looks weird smiling. He never smiles.
He does. It's just a fake smile.
I won't spend a lot of time on every single person. Ferdinand. Gambits are when you use the army.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like when you have like the big rush of army guys come from behind you. Is that what it is? All right.
You can assign them like little armies. They all do different things.
Right. Okay. Well, he's nothing too special, huh? He's like literally like the most balanced guy I could think of.
Pretty good,
He looks like an incredibly like generic like dude as well. The battalion. Yes, that's what I was thinking of. Battalion. Lindhot. He may have a worse hairstyle than my character. No actions of a wait. That's actually not a horrible ability though. Like waiting to recover some max HP. If that was like 20% versus 10%, that would actually be like hardcore, really good. Great mage, kind of douchey guy.
He's kind of a douchey guy.
I think I kind of remember him being that way. Yeah. I mean, you do interact. I should say that, I mentioned I didn't really recruit a lot of people on my team, but you interact with everybody a fair number of times throughout the course of the entire game. So you do get to know them a little bit. Casper actually did have on my team. I didn't use him much, but I did use him on a few missions. He is a powerhouse.
I had everybody except for 3 people on my playthrough.
Everyone but 3 people, huh? Wow. Bernadette, I know she's an archer. I guess she could be a spear person too, but...
I love her.
What makes a good archer in this game? What stats do I want? Do I want dex and speed maybe, or...
Don't
Yeah.
I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
I mean, I guess it's
Well, you
all...
want strength too, so they actually hit hard when they hit them.
Sure. I guess it's kind of like strength is your melee class, magic is your, mages, and then dexterity is your archers. So, kind of is the easy rundown of it. Grants attack +5 when unit is not at full HP. I don't know if that would be a great ability for her since she's mostly ranged, but... Yes, Dorothea. Okay, this was the one I was thinking of. I did try to get her on my team.
Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in
Songstress.
I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers Academy.
Strong magic. Adjacent allies recover up to 10% of their max HP at the start of each turn. That's a really good ability. That's better than the waiting ability, I suppose. And Petra, the Amazonian goddess.
I never did. She was one of the three I didn't have.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, she looks like she could be a good choice for a Wyvern rider or Pegasus rider.
I think. But she might have.
She's got good dexterity and strength. That seems like the route I'd probably put her at. The other boobs McGee. Oh, Dorothea, the other boobs McGee of the end. Yeah. Cleavage for days over here. Cool. Well, that's that. Do I need to talk to her again? Is that why they have the little...
Speak to the three house leaders.
Well, I spoke to her already.
So, you've accepted a teaching... I am the Philanderer. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know...
No, I'm fine. Right.
You do have to talk to the other two guys.
I did, yeah, I just thought that the little paper over her head would go away after I talked to him.
Greetings. You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and usually watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? Yeah.
That just doesn't go away this quest? Oh, that's weird. Is it this quest specifically?
Yeah. So you can always find them, I guess. So you can always check in on the teams.
That's fair. I mean, now I think they do want to really drill it into your head right now. Like, hey, do your due diligence and get to know everybody in the game, particularly well now. That way you won't have to worry about it as much later on. I mean, you still will definitely go back and check stats and, try to make the most of like your A team by filling in gaps that need filling, but it is just, take the time right now to get it done. There's Claude, leader of the Golden Deer.
Scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan.
Claude von Regan.
I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that business. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two.
We're a little laid back.
Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer house yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Sure, let's get to know my man Claude.
Your interest, have I? As luck
So yeah, we've already touched on it, but the leaders of the houses, as well as their basically right-hand men, you cannot recruit. Just as an FYI for anyone watching that's not familiar with the game at all.
So the Golden Deer, they have a weird right-hand man who's not really the right-hand man. You can't recruit Hilda from the Golden Deer.
Oh, you can't recruit Hilda from the Golden Deer, even though Lorenz is technically like the right-hand man. That's interesting. Okay. Unit deals 2 extra damage while in formation with a battalion. Yeah, getting into formations with battalions, I don't know if I ever got a good grasp on that mechanic. It's definitely something that I want to delve deeper into this time around. Maybe there was something about it that just didn't click with me, but I'll put more work into it. Raphael, man, I mean, he's a brute of a guy. You can tell just by looking at him, and he's kind of like the big dumb dude of the game, but my god, can he just destroy people.
His backstory is really nice. It's really adorable.
Actually, that's about it.
Yeah, he did have a good backstory. Yeah, I recall, because he comes from a family of merchants, as they just mentioned, so he doesn't come from like the nobility that everyone else here is, but he will knock your block off. Not that he's an angry guy. He's a big baby, really. Chance to recover 10% of max HP at the start of each turn. Yeah, it's a pretty weak ability, really, but it doesn't matter when you can just destroy people. Driscoll, green unit. Big Chungus, the biggest one of them all. I'm doing well, man. Good to see you. Welcome to our first night of Fire Emblem. Grant's hit plus 20. That's really good. That's a hardcore archer maneuver right there. Although his stats do play to jack of all trades, so he could really do anyone.
I was not a fan of ignorance.
Yeah. What's the flag? Is that like leadership?
That's for,
okay.
Like, battalions, as far as I know.
That's for battalions. All right. I totally forget that part exactly. Still a good ability though. Anyhow, sorry to just go. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Hanging out with the family. Putting the stream on the big screen TV maybe. I do really like this game. This is the first Fire Emblem that I ever played. I beat it about a year ago, and I had a strong craving to want to go back to it. And
like those weird sock suspenders?
So he does have weird sock suspenders. It's true.
Oh, fuck this guy.
Had a strong desire to come back to it, so I had Rachel re-buy it for me after we had sold it, so I could play it again on stream. Authority. It's a battalion-only stat.
Yeah.
Basically doesn't matter. Oh, okay. Lysynthia.
I love her. She's amazing, and I love her.
A lot of magic.
I hate her character, though.
I know. Well, Rachel works at GameStop, so she was able to get it pretty cheap. She also rebought for me Dragon Quest XI, which is a game that I gush about a lot on my stream, and we will get to that one eventually. Sometime soon-ish, but it's a really long game. This is also a really long game though too. So get ready for 60 hours of Fire Emblem. But yeah, we are just getting into the game. We're learning all the characters.
She's good.
Units recover up to 20% of maximum health at the start of each turn when adjacent to a cavalry or flying ally. See, that's not bad, but I mean, cavalry's great, but flying allies, I mean, the advantage of flying allies is that you can get, on top of like buildings and stuff like that, so you're not as likely to be adjacent to them. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion of it. Pretty good magic user though. 49 hours, 55 minutes. Second was 100 hours. Oh, wow. Flying is better. There's no doubting that. Why walk when you can fly? Yeah, I must have really drawn mine out. Then I know I did a lot of like extra grindy battles that I really didn't have to do in my first playthrough. And I wouldn't be surprised if that would account for the extra 10 hours. Adjacent melee allies deal 3 extra damage during combat. That's interesting. I don't know if that's like that great in the long run, because 3 damage. Yeah, I mean, you might notice that, especially
like the first quarter of the game.
First quarter of the game, you might notice that. Yeah, that sounds about right, but it will start to dwindle off. And lastly, Leonie.
She's very middle of the road.
I feel like I had her on my team. I can't remember. No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I had a net. Who's kind of looks the same. Male ally is adjacent. Unit deals 2 extra damage and takes 2 less damage during combat. I like that better because that's a net of 4. So it's slightly better. Hilda seems to be a peach with an axe. Yeah, when you said Petra before, that's who I was thinking of, was Hilda, like the pink-haired girl. There's also a character in Tales of Symphonia that kind of reminds me of her. Yeah, she doesn't look like she's particularly great at a lot of stuff. She's another one of those... I guess you can't help but favor the characters in the game that are kind of min-maxed a little bit and just want to focus on them versus the more balanced type. Alright, there's tons of like people individually that we can talk to. Random student.
Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
If you check your map, the yellow dots are people you haven't talked to yet, and then the blue ones are ones you had talked to so far.
Oh, Thanks for that,
and then
Rachel.
the white dots are just nondescript NPCs.
Okay, yeah, she mentioned the dots on the mini map there. The yellow ones are people I have not spoken to, and then they turn white after you speak to them.
No,
or if they're white, they turn blue. Okay.
Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester.
I love
You
him.
will want to remember.
Yeah, this guy's really snooty, but
He's so good.
he can hold his own in battle. I recall too.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're yellow until you recruit them. That was it.
Okay.
It's such an honor to meet you.
That way you can find your own guys.
My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
Please do not forget it.
Well, I've forgotten it already.
Are you that mercenary? Everyone.
Yeah, I'm the cool guy mercenary.
I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name
Hilda
is
Valentine Gonorrhea.
Marianne
Oh,
Edmund.
Marianne.
Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something?
You gotta have at least a few girl characters that are the shy type.
She has like a really fucked up backstory though.
Now,
God bless her.
who doesn't have a good messed up backstory? Oh, there's my man Raphael.
Someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
Oh yeah, and he's always hungry.
He's always eating.
That's Captain Gerald's kid.
Captain
I'm
Gerald's
Leonie
kid.
Pinella,
Come on.
Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry, Leonie, you're kind of hidden behind this brick wall of a man here. All right. Let's see here. Got Dimitri over there. Got a cat. Let's talk to Dimitri from the Blue Lion House.
You came to our aid.
This is the house that I joined the first time I played the game.
I am Dimitri Alexandra Blakely.
Bladed. It's a heck of a name right there.
At the academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery.
Thanks.
I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the blue lions catch your attention?
Sure. So you get Dimitri.
Me?
It's kind of just a formality to show him off. Multiplies experience by 1.2. Is that true for all of the heads of the houses? Is that their one ability? Okay. Because I wasn't paying a lot of attention, but I kind of thought it was. Okay. You got Dedue, the great Doo himself. He's actually really good. I don't know if he was MVP level, but I mean, you just gave this guy a giant shield and a big axe, and he would just stand his ground all day long. Felix, I'll tell you right now, this guy, I can't speak to a lot of the people in this game, but man, if you're looking to play this for your first time, you probably want to grab this guy. My goodness, was he insanely powerful. Unit deals 5 extra damage when no battalion is assigned or when battalion endurance is 0. Yeah, and I think that's the way that I ran him too. And then just gave him a sword, and he's got a lot of speed, so often he can get 2 sword strikes in on an enemy before the enemy even gets to attack once, and that's like 95% of the time gonna kill an enemy.
He's the adopted son of Lord Leonardo of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely...
Got Ash, who's a pretty solid archer.
will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
Allows unit to open doors and chests without keys. And it's funny because he's kind of like a thief character too, in a sense, but I guess thieves are known for being archers, but it's just fun that he could also be an axeman if you want him to. So yeah, that's something to slightly keep in mind, is that when we get onto the battlefield, there are going to be chests out there that we can grab, but you usually need keys equipped to your guys in order to open them. Oh, we got Sylvain the Philanderer. A real ladies' man.
Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy.
Female ally is adjacent. He gets the same thing as one of the other characters we just saw, but the female version of that skill. Mercedes, who Genray has already mentioned, is a pretty broken healer.
She may seem carefree,
Unit recovers, that's the same amount of HP. Yeah, that ability is really good. Yeah, she was hard to argue with. I mean, you're going to want a good white mage on your team anyways, and she really filled that role quite well. Yeah, Annette I tried to make into a black mage. I don't think it worked out very well. I mean, her stats would lead you to believe that's where she should be, but I don't know, it just didn't work out for me. Oh, no explosion in the kitchen. And last but not least, Ingrid, who probably could have been better than I made her out to be. I tried making her one of the Wyvern riders, the flying unit, and it just didn't really work out. I mean, it was good. It was good to have one person that was filling that role, but I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. But I'm going to try again this time. Alright. Quest complete. Got Iron Sword, a healing potion essentially, and 500 gold. Well, I can continue exploring for a little bit. I've got people that we can kind of chat with. Spotted everybody.
Are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Gatier. Feel free to say hi whenever you want.
I'm pretty sure Henry could just literally recruit right now.
Hey there.
Oh, I'm sorry, next question. After you're done introducing.
Yeah, Rachel seems to believe that you can just recruit some people, like, without even needing to, like, up your relationship or skills. I'm not sure if there's... I guess we'll play around with that and see if that's true. I just never experienced that myself in my first playthrough.
Literally just Sylvain.
Oh, Mercedes is just so freaking cute.
It's nice to meet you.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite
Are you gonna marry Felix?
and he doesn't just say things.
Gonna marry Felix. And beating you. He will. He'll destroy you.
Speak of fighting right away. Oh, and you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And a pleasure to make yours as well. Who are you? Some weird guy. Let's say we have at least one more group of people.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you.
Ash reminds me of the way he speaks, like he's kind of a bit hesitant in his speech. Yeah, a little stuttery. He reminds me of Shinji from the anime Neon Genesis Evangelion. That's a really odd thing to compare him to, but I feel like if you're familiar with that anime series, you might feel the same way. But that's an old one. That's old school anime. What a great first impression, Bernadette.
Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family.
He's the legitimate son. Don't you forget it.
To join our class. I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
Should hear me sing sometime. Okie dokie.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
It's Caspar, not Casper. Don't confuse him for the friendly ghost. He does have that, like, small man syndrome going on, though. I had a buddy in college who roomed with a guy who had, like, legitimate small man syndrome. It was kind of rough to be around that guy.
I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra.
Hubert looks a lot older than he... I don't know how old he's supposed to be.
I think he's my age.
Yeah, like I'm guessing he's supposed to be in his mid-20s, but he looks really old. He reminds me of, like, a 90s like high school drama where they would cast somebody that's like 10 years older than like the average high schooler to play the role.
I am pleased to have met you.
I am pleased to have met you.
All right, we can return to the audience chamber now. So there you go, everybody. It only took us almost an hour and a half to meet everybody and get through kind of... I don't even know if we're fully through the intro prologue stuff yet, but we're getting there.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a...
I would agree. We can't track this guy's history. We don't know anything about him. But it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Golden deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Okay. Which house will I choose? So you get one last look at them. Most value chivalry and excel in military arts. House for students of the Lesser Alliance. As per regional tradition, many are skilled archers. House for students of the Dorothea Empire. Many of nobility, and most of them use magic. Ooh. Well, I didn't use a lot of magic last time. That is true. I mean, I guess I had a couple of black mages towards the end of the game, but I didn't have one that I really ran hard with, so this will be a good change. So we are going to lead the Black Eagle house. Or I guess Edelgard will technically lead them, but we're going to teach them.
Your heart has made its choice. All I ask is that you
Guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity. Alright, I think I can do that. But, shit. It's Flame. Didn't mean to interrupt. I mean, clearly they were having a pretty important conversation. I think you're pretty deliberate there.
Who is this?
This is our newest professor at the academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy. I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Setup's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge current progress.
Ooh, mock battle time.
We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
That is all. Move along.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
That's fair. Neither did I.
Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him. It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
Goodbye.
That's just like a noble student.
And please don't talk to me too much either.
Well, at least she's honest. And she doesn't even leave, she just turns around.
Well, she wants to hear what's going on.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us.
One of us.
We try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status. Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
Well, thanks for giving me a choice.
You have a gut, Professor. I will take
Thanks.
great joy in your teaching.
It's all the beer and pizza, isn't it?
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut.
No, let's discuss my gut a bit more, please.
So slim and attractive has a gut. Oh, please take my apologies. I have
It's alright. She's from parts unknown. From the Amazon jungle. She could definitely be a pro wrestler.
I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student. That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Yeah.
Ice be broken.
Let's do it.
I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book.
Don't think Bernadetta was cut out for this.
Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
Nice cup of tea? Yeah, I just started drinking tea myself. I could go for a good tea. See, literally just like sleeping on the ground. I would love it if Linhardt just pulled like a Sims move and just like fell asleep like right on the ground in front of you and just can't even be bothered to find like an actual bed.
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
I love that guy.
Don't envy.
You're not normally this rowdy.
They're getting rowdy.
Hope you can manage, Professor.
Okay. We'll try our best. Make no guarantees. Combat arts are powerful techniques that use more weapon durability than usual. Yeah, we've already been over those a little bit. Yeah, do keep in mind that your weapons have durability in this game, so you will want to get them repaired fairly often, unless they're like the really basic run-of-the-mill weapons, then you really don't have to worry about it too much. You can just either buy new ones or you'll probably find them in the battlefield. Alright, so we have our calendar. So this basically lets us, gives us a schedule of events. Got 1,000 gold from the church for this month's activities. Got something going on Saturday. Was it April 26th? Yeah.
I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit.
Won't hurt a bit.
Oh, God, it hurts a lot.
Ouchies.
Know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything. Absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a
Is your calendar clear? There's a lot of exposition I'm about to dump on you.
dive deeply into said topic. One must first understand what crests are. They are
Power incarnate.
They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of
Does everyone technically have a crest, or is it
No.
just me? Oh.
Like Raphael does. Felix does.
Oh, it's like a sign of nobility, basically.
Kind of.
And you believe I have a quest?
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it.
It could be.
That's how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
Alright. What do we need to do to look into it a little bit more?
Bottom of it straight away.
Also, agreeing with people does generally raise a relationship with them,
Over this device.
making them easier to recruit down the road. Is there any real other reason to have a strong relationship with them? I'm trying to remember, but I
If
feel
they
like...
fight alongside each other, they get better stats. So this is how it is in the other games.
Oh, do they have better stats if they fight along each
They
other?
get like better boosties.
Better boosts?
There are still crests out there that even
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's something that would happen really passively. So,
pardon my
I'm not even trying to stream this for you. Like, I know it for sure happened in Conquest.
You may leave now. I had more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research.
Yes.
there's so much to do.
Your work here is done.
Get out.
What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents
Sometimes a line is just a line.
perhaps. What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
Yeah, that's all very interesting stuff. Alright. Sunday the 27th of April.
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month and when.
Alright, the schedule features different events on different days. Each week you will have a 1 day off when you may choose an activity from the list. Select the calendar with the directional buttons, yada yada yada. Alright, so we can't do anything else. So we can rest, spend the day resting. Motivation of your allies will increase.
I've literally never rested.
Yeah, I don't think it ever rested either. And then seminar, wasn't that kind of a...
Actually, I found out it was pretty good later on.
Oh, is it? Alright. So that will raise your knowledge on certain skills in the game.
Yeah.
And then battling is kind of the way of grinding in the game. Some of the battles you can just do for free. They don't actually eat up the entire day. And I think this is the first Fire Emblem where they let you grind like that, which is really appreciated. It makes it a lot easier for newcomers to the game, which is why I was interested in trying this out myself. But I'm going to step away for one moment before we jump into the first full day here at the monastery. But before I go, I did put up a brand new review for my for Zombies Ate My Neighbors on the Super Nintendo. If you haven't checked it out yet, please do. Alright, we are back. Yeah, I've been putting up a lot of YouTube reviews for games lately, for those of you that aren't aware of that. I try to put up a new one every few days on my YouTube channel. So if you could check it out, I would appreciate it. I'm also going to go ahead and start posting these playthroughs up there in their entirety. I did that with a couple of other games. I did that with Mario Galaxy and Mario 64 when I played through those. And I think I'll put these up too in their entirety. They won't be edited at all, so they might have some, you know, moments of stuff not happening, like me walking away like I did there. But I'd like to get them up there just for something to put on the old YouTube. So let's go ahead and explore the monastery, as it's the only thing that we can do. So this is my room. Yeah, you must have been imagining things. There certainly wasn't a girl in here, was there? My professor level is at an E. Let's see, unit appearance. Attire. Alright, I'm not going to worry about that. Bulletin board. So this is where you can pick up different quests around the area. I believe you just always want to grab these when they're available, because there's no reason not to. But this will teach us about fishing. Visit the dining hall to unlock the ability to fast travel there. Oh, you have to fast travel there. Okay. But when you explore the monastery, you'll be able to do things like fishing, like gardening, and dining with people to raise your relationship with them. So first we got to go there, it would appear manually, but that's okay.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end.
Well,
Commoner students also
end
reside
room,
on the
great.
first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble
Noble
birth.
birth.
As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent.
Oh, those nobles.
Matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
All right. Not even sure I get the chance to do that. So as you can see up there in the top middle, we have one action point for the day, basically. So as you progress through the game, you'll get more of those, so you can perform more actions. But right now, that's just what we are limited to.
On the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring.
You're way
Different
too late
classes.
for my professor. Sorry.
So that's a little indicator. I don't know, do you have like a formal training where they tell you about how like you can recruit other people? I'm not sure if you do or not,
It
actually.
basically tells you when you go to ask to recruit them.
Let me know when you are hungry.
Quality meal, as thanks for your service to His Highness. I have a request.
Dish I would like to make, but I need more of certain vegetables. We will absolutely accept that. The dew
Heard
seeds.
about the upcoming mock battle. I want you to know, Professor, that I do not intend to lose. I hereby declare my intention to prevail at it. Goodness, listen to me. The thrill of competition has carried me away. I won't speak so formally of a class assignment in the future.
Look at that. I like his little portrait picture there, too. It looks like he had been really caught off guard.
Let me know when I will make you.
Do some gardening. You spotted Hilda and Claude.
Oh, Professor, have you adjusted to life at the academy yet?
Yeah, that is weird that Leia. Hilda's like technically the right hand
It's because
lady.
her father's the duke of like a big prominent family in Leicester.
Hey, Teach, I hear there's going to be a mock battle between the houses. I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you.
That's true. I would genuinely be concerned too. Like, these are like really privileged kids, and they're gonna be fighting up against me, who, for all they know, I'm like a ruthless killer. Like, there's no way to track like what I've actually done. The dormitory.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to.
Oh,
I've
shit.
been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best. I'm Captain Gerald. It may have been.
I just wanted to see. I'm guessing that we can't recruit anyone until we actually have the formal battle.
Yes.
I'd like to come out unless I really have to.
Oh, cut that one a little short, but yeah. She doesn't like to come out of her room, period. So, good thing we start with her. Yeah, Sylvain.
Well, there's Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea's quite the beauty, too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuel once or twice.
Well,
You know, Professor,
it's hard to not
I'm
check
going
her
to
out.
like it at the Officers Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
To eat in that filthy dining hall. I prefer to invite a cute girl with me beforehand. Just talk to the dining staff for details. Okie dokie. So yeah, this is obviously just a way for us to get to know the things that we can do regularly. Oh, I missed the top one over here. Luckily, you can run with the your main character here, and you can also fast travel places easily once you discover them. I'm gonna go get these main quests first before anything else.
Some believe the dignity of the Empire rests on the results of the mock battle. That's an overstatement, of course. Still, we must do our best to prevail. You should take the time to learn each student's abilities. Perhaps some extra lessons and training sessions are in order?
I concur.
Look as if you have no idea what's going on here.
That's
I
true.
know my way around, so I'm happy to help you find your footing.
Facilities.
Some exceptional facilities that everyone who lives at the Officers Academy is welcome to make use of. For example, you can enjoy a meal with your students at the dining hall, or take part in some one-on-one sparring at the training grounds. I suggest visiting the various facilities whenever you have the time to spare. It's a great way to get to know the students, faculty, and various workers here.
They're all wonderful.
Have you noticed the bulletin boards placed around the monastery? Those contain requests people have posted, as well as helpful information from the market. If you prove yourself by helping people with their requests, certain facilities here will become available for your use. The bulletin board is updated frequently, so I suggest checking it at least once a month.
Yeah, at least once a month I think new quests appear. It's probably more frequent in the beginning though, I feel like.
Well, you need to be more careful about that. If you use them without planning ahead, your free time will be gone before you know it.
Sure will. You're done exploring, you can finish exploring. Yeah.
A great deal is expected from professors of the Officers Academy, so it's important to hone their skills.
Gotta hone them.
To put it plainly, you'll need to keep expanding your knowledge of all disciplines, not just battle.
Your maximum activity points. Raise it by reading books, taking part in activities, and interacting with the students. I mean, all that stuff comes pretty naturally. I don't think you really have to go out of your way to raise your professor level. Could be wrong about that, but I felt like towards the end of the game, I had more activity points than I knew what to do with. Whoa.
Came to the play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees.
Raid. Thanks a lot, Mr. JRPG. Thank you for the raid. It's our first night of playing Fire Emblem.
I was here for the Miz.
I have played it previously, but we are just getting reacquainted with the game. It's been about a year, but I hope you're having a great Monday. Welcome to you and your raiders. Hope everyone's doing great. It's going pretty well. Been doing a lot of streaming lately. We're just jumping into this game. Take you on though. Not a chance. Yeah, no, I played it about a year ago. Probably a few months after it first came out, I played it. Oh yeah, there's this weird guy. Choriza. Leave. Okay. Well, this is the sparring area where you can eventually spar with people. But yeah, I'm just getting my feet wet again with this game. It's been a while, but I remember most of it. I think after a few hours, I'll get right back into it again. But a lot of Switch games I'm planning on streaming casually. Usually I do a lot of retro speedrunning, as you may or may not know. But taking a break from that to kind of go through my backlog.
Let me tell you the provenance of our class name.
Please do.
The eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, black eagles.
You didn't know that, now did you?
Well, that's a truly exciting thing to hear. So many people to talk to.
The Blue Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Luke, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits
Fun. Yeah, what have you been, what were you playing today? Or how did your stream go?
Historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
Ooh, don't know if I'm gonna have time to read them. I mean, that's like asking me to sit down in Skyrim and read a book. Just really can't be bothered on that one.
I recommend you start reading.
I attended a school of magic in the kingdom capital. That's where I met Annie. That's what I call Annette. Oh, I guess
They're
Laura
best
was
friends.
at the school of magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
She is just so adorable. It is hard to argue with her.
Hi, Professor. How are you doing?
Doing okay.
Would you like to join me on a little trip into town? If I'm cooped
Sure.
up in this dusty old monastery for too long, it drives me absolutely.
I wouldn't have minded that in the game. There's not really an area outside of the monastery you can visit. They do have like cutscenes in other areas, but you don't actually get to go there yourself, and I would have appreciated that just for a little change of pace.
I mean, maybe in the DLC.
That's true. Maybe in the DLC they do have something like that. I have not. I do not have a lot of familiarity with that one. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Oh, very nice. I hope that one's working out for you. Hope you're enjoying it. The Yakuza series definitely has gotten pretty popular in more recent years. I feel like when it first came out, it was kind of like a GTA knockoff, or people at least felt that way about it. So it's kind of found its own. It feels like.
It's funny. I was just talking to my coworker about that game last time I was in, and they were like, "Yeah, nobody ever trades in Yakuza Like a Dragon. We've literally never had it traded in."
Huh. It's popular. Well, I should probably attack this whole area vertically, maybe. I'm gonna attack it vertically, guys, for massive damage. Who are you? You look like you don't belong here at all. You look like you look like a stable boy or something like that. Just look very odd.
Stables, that's the poor boy.
Oh, the amiibo gazebo. I forgot that it was called that. That's pretty awesome. You gotta have your amiibo gazebo. 3/4 of the way done. Nice. Making some serious progress on that one. And here we have the dining hall, which is an area that you can spend your action point on to eat with 2 people that are on your roster and increase your relationship pretty substantially. It's something that we will be doing a lot of.
I hope you know I am having great abilities for reading and writing. With sadness, I still have struggles with speaking.
That's okay.
If my ways of speech are causing a burden, I hope you will have forgiveness.
I will not.
It's alright. I mean, I'm a complete mute, so I think we'll get along just fine, to be honest. Check out the bulletin board here. Share a bite.
Hello there, Professor.
You forgive Petra. You forgive her. Whatever she damn well asks. She's pretty cute too, but she's like, that's why I call her like the Amazon of the game, because she does have that, you know, she's trying her best, but she's also like a savage kind of brutish. Brutish is kind of a rude word, but she's definitely a force to be reckoned with. Not steering myself. Where can I visit you then? I'm just gonna say that, because asking the small child where I can visit her doesn't seem like that's gonna fly very well.
The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother-in-law. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
I sure will. Would you mind helping me obtain some... You can fish by speaking with the fish keeper at the fishing pond. I sure will. See, I don't want to utilize the dining staff just yet. That probably will be my one action I take this week, but I just want to talk to people and do some fishing and some gardening as well. Well, just for you, Genray, we will definitely try to give Petra a solid chance, you know. Oh, there's Felix. I was hoping to spar with you.
But let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
Yeah, I also do feel like you probably noticed that so far I've only gotten like relationship up with a lot of the people, and the game is pretty good about that, where they the options that they give you, like you basically, if you know their personality, you're gonna know what to say to them in order to get to build the relationship. It's not often I felt like I got relationship down with people, because the options for that seemed rather deliberate. You spotted Marianne. Is Marianne the fish keeper? No.
Goddess, I pray to thee.
Protect us. Okay. Let's see, was there somebody over here? Nope. There's a very fat cat right there. Lindhart. Yeah, you're actually in my team. He's really big on his napping. I could just forget about my assignments. That's not a good idea. Down is a rarity. No gain, 1 up or 2 up. Yeah, I do feel like you had to go out of your way to like really screw up. But it did happen, and it did happen to me occasionally, but I felt like I was like shocked whenever it did. Like, what? How could I have gotten that wrong? Oh, here's one of the other child character that I remember. Cyril. Whoops, jumped the gun there.
Right there. See it? Looks like a greenhouse. That's it.
You're right. Now that you mention it, it does resemble a greenhouse. Oh, invisible barrier right there. Actually, there's one part in this game. Oh, I don't have it accessed yet. The second floor, the area right to the left of where my cursor is right now, that area I didn't know about. Oh, it's where I just tried to go up right here. I didn't know about this until I swear like a good third of the way through the game last time. Like, I just assumed that it was an area that I was regularly going to, but totally didn't realize it wasn't.
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed.
There sure are. You seem well informed on the subject.
My father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Maybe. I sure will. Yeah, I think there are things that you can grab. Maybe not this early on, but there are little plants that you can take. And I remember this being really worthwhile, too, because you can grab these potions that you can just use in battle. And so you want to always use an activity point here if you can. Actually, do you even need to use an activity point here? I can't remember, because I feel like I did it every single week of the game. Harvest all kinds of crops, flowers, incense, make great gifts. Some people might even donate their rooms with the flowers you give them. Oh, decorate. I say donate the rooms. I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense. Does the plant command decide which seeds to use? More seeds mean a bigger harvest, while more compatible seeds will lead to a higher quality. Use cultivate to pay the greenhouse keeper to look after your crops. The more you spend, the better your harvest will be. Yeah, maybe you just have to give them money, which I don't think was very much at all. Yeah, and the crop is ready 1 week after. So let's go ahead and plant. We will use the dew seeds. Yes. And I believe as time goes on, you can do more. Infuse with magic. Cool.
My thanks.
Quest complete. So now we got a bunch of herbs and tomatoes. Can I plant more right now? No. Okay, so that's like week 1 of planting. You don't really get a... You just have to go through the tutorial mission for it. Alright, now we can run over and do some fishing while we're over here. I would have liked fishing to be a bit more in-depth than it is. I mean, it's fun and all, but it wasn't fun enough to keep my interest for super long. Select your bait, wait until you see the silhouette of the fish you want to catch, and press the A button to hook it. Yeah, and you want to get within the purple ring. Stamina fish out. When stamina is depleted, you successfully caught the fish. If your line breaks, fish will escape. Repeated excellent timing will increase your combo. Yeah. Okay. So we have a single bait to use. We got a bite. Nope, that was a mistake. Good. Oh, that's one thing I remember. Yeah, when you do little mini games like this, like even though I got 2 excellent and 1 good, it seems like it almost always gives you like whatever your lowest success was. But that's okay. It did raise my professor level though a little bit. That's nice. Fishing has not been unlocked yet. Whoops. Let me do that.
You have helped me so much.
There we go. Now we got a bunch of fish. We got some larvae. That's another thing too. I don't feel like I spent a lot of time really, really working on keeping my bait inventory up. I kind of neglected it after a while. What else do I need to do? I just need to do the dining room, I guess. Oh, I could go to the hall real quick. Let's do that and chat with some other people that we haven't gotten to talk to today. Build our relationships a bit.
As part of our commitment to the gods, the knights undertake various...
This guy probably wasn't very necessary to talk to. Yeah, this game is very much about the journey, not the destination. So for anyone that's never played it before that might want to get into it, I think it's really important to understand that you will be doing a lot of this throughout the game.
Teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right. You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you? Well, yes. It's a bit difficult to explain. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay?
Okay. Not exactly sure who she's talking about, but that's alright.
Yes. I hear a member of House Stressful, the ruling family of the Empire, has entered the officers' academy for the first time in ages. It is said that the Adrestian Empire's very founding was aided by none other than Saint Seros.
Wow, old Saint
That is
Seros.
why the crest of Seros is on the Imperial flag. In recent years, a rift has developed between the Empire and the Church. Let us hope this will be a good opportunity for both parties to reforge their close relationship of years past.
Mm-hmm.
Here's an idea. There are two types of crests. Major crests manifest their power most effectively.
I probably won't worry too much about these non-student or teacher characters after this,
The higher their chance of bearing.
you know, this stream or maybe the next one, because they really just kind of get you up to speed with the rest of the story. They don't really offer you anything too major.
How and why crests are inherited is still a mystery.
That Lysynthia. You know.
Hi, Professor. Have you gotten around to visiting the library yet? It's absolutely loaded with valuable information.
It's loaded, bro.
I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep, so I could spend all my hours there.
Right? What's up with that? You like reading?
Yes, but it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
Learning is cool. Why do humans have to sleep? Why haven't we done away with sleep at this point, you know? And where's my jetpack, damn it? It's 2020 already. That takes you back down to the first floor. Got your old, ye old bulletin board there. Alright, we still have to share a bite. Forgot about that part. Oop. And this is the, like, the teacher's quarters.
Do bear in mind that even as you are appraising your students, they are appraising you as well.
Whoa, man.
I hope that
That's
you will
deep.
do your best to form lasting bonds with your flock.
Mm-hmm.
And I look forward to witnessing your prowess in mock battle.
You got it. I will do my best. Oh yeah, I always... Is this the area that I disliked? Because of the way that it was kind of like built, that you had to like wrap around it. Yeah, like to get to that guy that's on the far left, I think you have to go... Don't you have to go like all the way around here? Or maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I can't even get there yet. Oh, well, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's go chat with a few other people here. While I'm in the area.
The church has changed a lot since my time. Sedith, Hanneman, Manuela, Maritza, and many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago.
Cool story, bro. Thanks, Papa. Thanks, Papa kills a lot.
Captain Jarrett has hardly changed since 20 much as he has. Why am I talking about this? Oh, right. It was because I just overheard Tomas remarking on the subject. The leader of a legendary group of knights returned. People are bound to be talking about the old captain.
They sure are. Crest Analyzer.
Apparently there is to be a mock battle between the houses. Interesting, but I hope you understand that I have far more important things on my mind.
Of course. Can't be bothered with such simple battle things.
Crest is something of a challenge. Frustrating, yet also quite intriguing. I was wondering if I might get a sample of your flesh.
A sample of your flesh. Well, when you put it that way, how could I say no?
Perhaps some blood.
A couple square inches. Oh my god. Have we even evaluated my crest yet? I mean, here's the crest analyzer. Might as well assist by providing a blood sample. Sure, because I knew that would raise my relationship with him. Oh, so much more.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few drops of blood are invaluable to my research.
Yeah, he just wants a few square inches of flesh and some blood, and we're good to go. He is a weird fella. And here comes Manuela.
This early? Well, Professor, they're not giving you any time to settle in, are they?
Mm-mm.
Don't worry, though. Should you get injured, I will care for you all through your recuperation. I will see to you, oh so very, very personally.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Ooh, ho, 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 ho. Hey there, lady. Ho, ho. Oh, it was that you had to go all the way down this hallway and then you had to go around here. That's what you had to do. And there wasn't even anyone there. Or at least not yet. I mean, this doesn't seem like a pain, but once you've done this like a few dozen times, you're probably not going to enjoy running this route every now and again. Who do we have here? It's Tomas. Oh yeah, we don't even have, check the bookshelves, read all sorts of reference material. What the? Yeah, and unless there's a real big reason to do that, I think I'm probably not going to do that very often. I think you can get some sort of experience or something like that from it.
Like, it's
yeah.
not the bookshelves themselves, it's like there's little glowing points.
Little glowing points, yeah.
Actually, he was away from Bergmark first, but he returned to his post last year. There is no one as familiar with the monastery's archives as he is.
Well, it's good to have him back then. Yeah, I just wanted to click on a few to see if anything happens, but yeah, it is just like glowing points. I do remember that. Alright, cool. Well, I think we're all basically set. I think then we can just... can't you quick travel? Or not yet?
Only if you've been? I don't know. So I can supposed to have it. Maybe you can't travel yet? Try the reception.
Yeah, there's just like not an option anywhere. I guess I just can't quick travel yet. Alright. But, I mean, I guess it's not super surprising. We will be able to soon enough, so... That's okay. It's more worthwhile if this is your first time playing the game to get acquainted with where everything is. That way you can easily just, you know, get to it. Oh, probably don't want to need that. Yeah, because we don't even have the big, like, church actually open yet. Or the market down south there.
Down south?
The down south market there. Want to watch out for that down south market there. They got an old Cracker Barrel down that way.
By the by, have you ever regretted a decision and wished you could go back and undo it?
Oh, yes.
It's too bad there's no lesson for how to turn back the old
Well, fun you should say that, Gatekeeper. It just so happens I can control the flow of time. Isn't that crazy? That's just plain nutty, I tell you. A little bit wacky. Alright, talk to the dying staff. What's today's special? Alright, and everyone has their own particular likes and dislikes. So don't you always want to go with people that...
You always want them to be plus. And then you want people who aren't already, like, super happy.
And then you want people that aren't already super happy?
You can give them, like, motivation.
Because you can increase their motivation?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we have, like, everybody here, huh?
Yeah, you can eat with anybody.
Oh. Well, wait, no, we don't have anybody. It's just like a random assortment of people.
No, this... press B.
You go to the full menu, is that different?
Yes. But you don't have the ingredients for the rest, okay.
Yeah, so you pretty much just have to do the special to start. Alright. So, I was going to go with Petra, but she does have... Well, she doesn't even have full morale. She only has half morale, as you can see there on the top right. But this would be bad for her anyways. So, let's see. Out of the people that... Ooh, I kind of want to do Dorothea, even though she's... So I would like to just work with people on my team.
Yes, I would agree.
And I don't think any of these other people are. So I think only these three are my options.
Wow.
So I'm gonna go with Edelgrad and Dorothea.
Edelgrad?
Edelgrad.
Edelgard?
Edelgard. You.
Edelgrad.
I'm gonna go with old Ethel here. Yes. Oh man, are those entire pot pies? You prioritize your class and then anyone you want to recruit. Yeah, yes. I do agree with that. Yeah, I mean, they still got morale. I thought that they would still get morale, but if they're ever maxed out like that, where it's completely full, there's really no point unless you really, really wanted to recruit them, but it would still be slightly a waste in that case.
Well, it wouldn't matter because you wouldn't see their motivation if they weren't on your team.
Oh. Oh, Professor, level up. We did it, guys. I couldn't have done it without you. You now have more activity points for exploration. We are Professor level E+.
We're only slightly less shitty than before.
Receive more monthly funds for activities. So yeah, you generally use the monthly funds for fishing and gardening and buying equipment. Just in case there was any wonder, because they haven't really they don't really need to explain it, but that's what it's all about. So then, yeah, whenever you run out of activity points, you'll hear that gong, the bell ring, and then it's time to call it a day. Because you could still walk around talking to people, trying to increase your relationship with them, but it's you're out of activity points, so. You can just hit L. We're all good to go here. And end today's free time. Yeah, I mean... Oh, it's Ferdinand's birthday today. Would you like to buy flowers?
Yes.
Of course. I mean, that was a good chunk of our fund, but...
But it's his birthday.
It's his birthday. Mission. Yeah, so I would say we're still actually in, like, the... tutorial portion of the game. Like, I'm not sure if you can even lose this battle. I could be wrong, but
that one, yeah, you can.
You can lose this one, yeah. Okay.
Nobody will die, but you don't want to lose either.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess I shouldn't say that, because you can lose any battle if you just completely screw up or do it intentionally. But it should still be quite on the easy side. Deploy to the rival houses. But might as well go save. It's very nice of you to offer me a save feature. I'm looking at you, Final Fantasy VI.
That sounds like a you problem. Just save the game.
It's finally time for the mock battle. This is my chance to measure your worth as an instructor. You think you can rise to the challenge?
Leave it to me.
So confident. This will be interesting.
My dog is making all sorts of grumbly noises, like right underneath the table, so sorry if you guys can pick that up.
No need to hold back. Show us what you're capable of.
Don't hold back.
Hey there. Did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? No, no worries. We'll just join in now.
Simply tell me your weaknesses and you're welcome to stay.
It's a deer-shaped
Was there
code.
enough time to cover them all?
Ah, so you can't win unless you know my weakness. Poor princess. You really should believe in yourself more.
I spare no effort when pursuing victory. As a master of schemes, I should think you would understand.
Schemes?
Master of schemes.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I plan to fight fair and square as ever.
Looks good.
Hearing the words fair and square from Claude can only be a bad omen.
Your highnesses haven't known me for very long, but you already have me figured out, don't you?
No need to poke fun. I will fight with honor. That said, I will fight to win.
Oh, Dimitri, you and your honor.
The same is true of us. Right, Professor?
Don't go too hard on us.
I'm a little nervous.
I'm a little nervous.
If that is how you feel, then I will not hold back.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
Faculty strategy meeting.
Ooh, faculty.
In that case, I'll see you later.
Ingrid,
That sounds like all sorts of fun.
be careful out there.
Oh, you be careful. You best be careful. I'm coming for you. If he dies, he dies. The combat forecast, it's gonna be cloudy with a chance of death. No, this is serious.
No meatballs.
There'll be no meatballs on the battlefield today. Magic. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna struggle with magic at first, just to get
Think of it like a bow.
Get
You have
reacquainted
range
with it.
2 with almost everything.
Alright, range 2 with almost everything magic-wise.
For Meteor, which is insane.
Unless we become Sephiroth and use Meteor. Gotcha. Must equip magic attacks in place of a weapon. But you can use assist magic regardless of your other equipment. All magic has limited uses. Wasn't there something with magic where it's like...
you always want to go a little bit into it because they can get cure and like...
Right. And wasn't it like you could use both white and black magic, even if you had like one or another to a certain degree?
Yes.
I'm sort of remembering something like that, because I remember really late in my first playthrough, I kind of discovered these things about magic that I wish I would have known beforehand, because it actually is, a little bit goes a long way, like you were saying. Magic units gain access is determined by their skills. Sturdy reason to learn magic. Black or dark magic. Develop faith to learn white magic. Battle preparation. Choose the units. Yeah, you just choose which units you want to go into battle. The amount of units you can take in will vary depending on the mission. But I will, since it's been about an hour, I will pop in the little channel point redemption for 2,000 channel points. You can pick a character you want me to take with me into the next battle. I thought they had to be on my roster, but I've been informed you can temporarily take them into battle. So basically anyone I should be able to use. So 2,000 points will do that. Choose the unit's option to determine whom to send to battle. Yada yada yada. Oh yeah, and then you have the big wheel of equipping people and changing their arts. You can also see the map to which might, decide which characters you want to take versus others. But there we go. Yeah, we don't have the marketplace. That's one thing I remember doing, is once you have the marketplace available, was making sure that everyone's weapons were at full durability before I went into a fight. Inventory, items, abilities. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. There's not a lot we can do about it anyways. What's support? Review the bonds between units. Oh, that's in... Yeah, so they have a letter grade scale of their their bonds with other people, which will slowly build up as you dish out damage when you're nearby other people. You build that strong sense of camaraderie. Alright, so it looks like we've got Lorenz, we got a couple archers here, got Claude, and then we have the blue lions over here. Yeah, man, jeez, the golden deer, they kind of got screwed. They're like just like stuck in the middle, but they are archers, so I guess it's not as big of a deal. All right, so oh, and if they're in green, as you might have guessed, you have to take them into battle. So we can take 5 this time. I think I want to take Hubert because he's technically the right-hand man. I'm not sure about Ferdinand or Lindhart, though. I think I might go ahead and switch these guys out. I'm going to switch out Lindhart for Petra, because I know Genray is a big fan, and I've never used her before. And they both seem to be the same sort of individual.
You're the same person, aren't you?
Are you the same person? And then Ferdinand with the Iron Lance. I feel like we might... Should I take Bernadette the Archer as well?
I love her.
Because we don't have an archer, right? We have a spear user, we have a sword, magic, and then we have an axe, and then I am another sword user. So yeah, actually I probably do want to take the archer with me. Lynn is a healer, you believe? Oh, okay.
I had him as a black mage.
That would be a good reason to take Lynn, I suppose. I don't care. I'm going to change it up, though. I'm going to go against the grain here. It might... Well, I'm going to say asterisk. It might not matter that much. Of course, I'll eat my own words saying that, but I like the well-roundedness of this team a little bit more, so I think I'm going to go with that. Let's fight. Rout the enemy. Johnny or Edelgard falls in battle. I swear, if somebody dies in the very first fight, it would be very embarrassing. I shouldn't be that bad.
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
Units are... Oh, they don't get permanently lost anyways in this fight. Well, that's why I was thinking, like, does it really matter in this one? All right, let's move people around. Stay focused. Frickin' Bernadette. No one else can get into the grass, huh? Probably want that on. See, I can throw you right behind me. That will be good enough. And then, not sure where to put Hubert. I kind of just want to put him in a spot where I can wait to see what happens. Let's go with that and see what happens here.
None of your shallow tactics are required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition. Me?
Our first fight's a triple threat match. Jesus.
Making light of our new professor. If you drop your guard, you're gonna get hurt.
Can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Oh yeah, look how far up Ash is compared to the rest of their team.
Keep our enemy occupied until then. I'm on it.
I'm on it. Oh, Mercedes is an archer in this fight.
Yeah, they didn't realize that she was.
You done messed up there, buddy. Alright, now things are going to get interesting. Ooh. Yeah, putting Edelgard there was not a good idea, I guess. It does not give her a lot of movement options. See, I wonder if Bernadette, like, if she moves here, can she kill off? Oh, no, she can't kill him off. Okay. Let's do that. Ooh. I actually didn't even bother to look at what his hit percentage was, but it's okay. I'm still in the, still out there. It's an important part. Let's move you here, and let's have you attack and kill off Lorenz. Pass the experience around. Good shot. Nice shooting, kid. I could move her here, but I don't want to move her there, really. I mean, both these guys are archers. So, Dang, I really wish I hadn't moved Edelgard right there. I mean, I could just move her out into the open. She will get wailed on, though. Oh, she won't be attacked by Ignatz, actually, there? This is not the best idea, but I'm going to do this anyways.
Well done, Teach. I may have to take this seriously after all. Let's use the forest to set up.
And when I say not the best idea, believe me, I'm not going to have the best ideas when it comes to this game. I do not... I'm not amazing at tactical games, but I do enjoy them. They are a lot of fun, and this one is very good. Oh, never mind. We're getting 2 shots in. Well, so much for Edelgard.
She said no.
If we're waiting in the forest, we do well to take a detour.
Tell me where to go.
Alright, we definitely want to get some... Yeah, he can't attack right there. Smash. $99. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, I don't really... I'm pretty liberal with using the combat arts on the really weak starter weapons, because you get a lot of them, and they're not... Even if you have to buy one brand new, they're really not very much. Alright, let's move up. Good shot. And as you probably noticed by now, you do get a lot more experience if you deliver the killing blow versus if you just damage an enemy. Can't attack there. Curved a shot. And it doesn't really matter too much. I'll go. Nice shooting. Miss. Oh, yeah, that was 87% chance to hit. That was not likely that was missing. Alright, can Hubert finish the job?
Oh, Hubert's goddamn amazing.
He cannot finish the job.
Hubert!
Dang. Team's getting beat up. Alright, well that's why I saved myself for last, just in case I had to clean up, which is fine, but I didn't really want the huge experience boost.
So strong. Have to do better next time.
each battle a chance to grow.
Which is probably a good strategy overall. I think a lot of people would agree. Like, if you have a character that is a complete powerhouse, just save them for the last movement in case other people have to go. Or in case you're not sure other people can get the job done. See, I don't want to go near those guys. They're really in the thick of stuff over there. Oh wait, I should have probably just given you an item. Can I use or trade? Yeah, I don't need to worry about it yet. Do you remember how much does this give you back health-wise? 20? All right.
I'm sure it's not 10. I'm 99% sure.
That's okay. I think I can wait out that round.
Are you really gonna fight two houses at once?
I don't know. I guess I don't have a choice, do I, Claude?
This is a good opportunity for us. Let's forge ahead.
Forge ahead.
Kill the hell out of
Ooh, Manuela's coming into the...
Yeah, you've activated.
Jumping into it too, huh? Edelgard can move to that spot. It's pretty dangerous. But she could. Can I take out Dedu? Ooh, I could get a good shot in on Mercedes. She is their healer after all, so that's probably a smart move. Of course, now she's sitting right out there in the open. Stupid move. So if I move like Hubert like over here, can I reach her still, or do I have to be like literally to away? I had to be like right in front of it.
Yeah, like you could if you were. Wait, where were you gonna go?
I was gonna go like
there,
here.
You can hit Dedu.
I could hit Dedu, yeah, but I don't want to leave everyone in the open. Obviously, like poor Bernadette.
You don't want to leave Hubert in the open. He's a little bit like punch me and I die.
Yeah, I know. Magic users are very, very squishy. I mean, I'd like to get Petra in a better spot, but let's move Edelgard up here. Oh man, she's gonna... Can other people use items for other people? Or on other people?
No, you have to give them to them.
Alright, I think I'm being a bit too aggressive.
Yeah. The ticket to this game is literally sitting in one spot waiting for all the enemies to come to you. It's literally a foolproof plan to win every single match, no matter what.
Alright, this is why I'm bad at tactical games. Because I get way too aggressive when I shouldn't be. But we are way out there in the open already now. I was hoping to draw someone's attention away from...
Yeah.
from Bernadetta. I'm going to try to do this. And I don't mind using my vulneries, because you do get a lot of those too.
I mean, they're like dirt cheap to buy too.
Yeah. And at least Hubert now is right in a position where he can hit Dimitri.
I would expect no less.
All right, I think that worked out. As long as I was able to get her away from Bernadette. They do also become obsolete. Yeah, as we get a healer, they definitely will. Oof. Bernadette still takes a pretty significant blow there, though. Oh no, never mind. Bernadette is dead.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Bernie.
I don't think that's a permadeath in this fight.
No, they said in the beginning it's not permadeath. But that's what I get for being too aggressive. That is, in a nutshell, why I'm not amazing at tactical games. I don't slow play it well enough. But that's okay. We still got some experience for her. I'm not unhappy with how that went. Alright, well, I'll use the combat art just to finish off Mercedes here. Yeah, don't put the archer way out in the open. That is never a good idea.
But she's little.
She was quite little. I wonder if Hubert can finish off. Dang, so close to finishing off Edelgard. I'm sorry, not Edelgard. Dimitri.
Common misconception.
That's not what we're trying to do at all.
That's why I'm not winning.
That's why I'm not winning. I get it now. Alright, that should do it then. How appropriate. House leader takes out house leader.
My training was insufficient.
It's insufficient.
So sorry,
I'm so sorry.
I still stand by my decision, though, of bringing in Bernadette. I think that having her was still more useful than having a healer take up one of the 5 spots on the team.
Bernie's amazing. Don't let her die. For reals.
Oh, missed. 69. Not quite enough. Oh, they're coming in. Oh. I do like to try to keep the levels balanced as well. So, like Edelgard and myself are already they are a bit high. Petra's still level 1 too, though. But I mean, this is a good chance to just use some magic. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish off to do here.
Apologies, Your Highness. I can go no further.
How humiliating.
Wow, didn't even level up though. I actually thought for sure that was gonna be a level up. Alright, they're closing in on us, so I think we want to just Amsgray a little bit. Maybe draw him out. Or do I want to get in and go for the kill? I also have to get up here to Hanneman, who hasn't done anything, but as a black mage, I'm not surprised that he would just want to sit there and bide his time. Let's see, I do have another... Oh, I had like 6 vulneraries on me. Holy crap. Sure, why not? Move you up here. I didn't realize I had that many on me. Okay, let's go 2 and 2 here.
Coming up with brilliant schemes I can handle, no problem. But I'm not much for fighting. Go easy on me.
Clued, you liar.
He's more a tactician.
You know that was a joke, right? Jeez, that's what makes us smart.
I don't think we really hammered home the point that my character is a stone cold killer. See, I definitely don't want a net over there coming after us. So let's just throw him over here. And there goes Claude. Man, can't believe I would have made such a stupid mistake with burning net there.
Rookie.
It really was a rookie error.
I guess I'll just have to settle for cheering the others on.
It's a real rookie move, you know. Well, I do want to kind of go for the healer. But I guess we can double team and take out Petra. Oh wow, she can I'm sorry, not take out Petra, take out Hilda. It's a one-shot kill. Did not expect that. That's not a one-shot kill though, but blip. Yeah, I should definitely focus fire. I was half tempted to just take on Manuela, but there's like no tactical reason to you know, not finish off the weaker individual. Edelgard has got them levels.
One step at a time.
Hard to argue with that killing power. Please don't kill her. Please don't kill her.
You said hard to argue with the killing power.
Hard to argue with the killing power, but please don't kill her. Alright, so we need to start moving up. Can Petra kill her? Ooh, no, not even close.
Disgrace.
Come around here. Nice shot. Oh, she has a little bit of health back on that. Gotcha. It's 9 times 2. 100% chance to hit. Alright, that's exactly what we needed. Cool deal. That worked out pretty well. There we go.
My heart is full of victory.
Much needed level up. Gotta love those Fire Emblem level ups, by the way. You get 1 in 2 attributes.
They're randomized.
Oh, are they randomized?
I see now I must focus and then make my move.
Look out, he's gonna focus and make his move. So if I remember correctly, this isn't the only instance you'll see of a enemy guy like this where you're in they like hide themselves in, and then you basically just want to surround him and then go in for the kill.
Yeah, because once you hit him once, he'll activate and he'll start moving.
Yeah. So we're gonna just try to set this up as best we can. I don't know if Petra's really gonna have a chance to do much, but we'll put her like right there, see what happens. Alright, so I guess I will lead the assault. Oh, and completely wipe him out in the process.
And then I killed him.
Well, that's good to know. Let's see if like Hubert can do it. I'm gonna guess not. But he can get some experience.
Worth it.
So I think that is worth it. Just a little bit. And then, yeah, Edelgard's got a whole level on me, so let's just go in and finish this guy off. There you go. That is our first battle. Almost 3 hours into the game. Get our like that's our first real battle in. Ah, didn't get level 4 though. That's all right. I mean, your main character is going to get a ton of screen time. He is very, very powerful. Poor Bernadette though.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, it was my own fault. At least I did pretty well with Hubert. Turn 11. Petra gets the MVP award. Very nice. That's very nice of them to give it to her. Motivation is maxed out. So yeah, we'll find out about motivation and how to use it pretty soon here, as we actually go through the teaching portion of the game.
Excellent work today, Professor. Though our victory should come as no surprise.
It was easy, I'll say.
It was. Further proof that you are well qualified to guide the Black Eagle.
Yeah, the random level ups, sure. I mean, that's a pretty decent incentive to actually, you know, doing a little bit of grinding. Like, I'm trying to stress that I don't want to overdo it. Mainly use the battalions for their stat boosts rather than Gambit. Okay. That's actually good to know. If I end up, yeah, I mean, you guys will see the builds of my characters as we progress through the game, and if anything seems like I'm doing it wrong or could better optimize it, definitely let me know, because I'm far from an expert at this game, and it would help me learn more.
You were all as ridiculous as always. We only managed to win because we worked together. Was it
Be
something I said?
aggressive. Be aggressive.
Is it so odd me talking about togetherness?
Yes.
If so, that perception must change. In fact, I'm canceling the festivities so we can discuss this topic further.
Aww.
Kidding, of course. Come on, everyone.
You don't strike me as a person that kids. Same with Dimitri. He doesn't strike me as a person that kids either.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you well.
Gerald did train me quite well.
You were able to use the occasion to bond with the students.
I did.
I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held
Don't cause humiliation.
that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
Oh no, bandits causing trouble. Bandits, you say?
Those affiliated with Garrett Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of
It's
social
true.
status. Students are no exception.
I'll also mention while we're talking about the bandits here, I'm thinking of Friday nights, not this Friday because it's Christmas, of course, but the Fridays going forward being viewer request nights, so people can use their channel redemption points on requests for NES and Super NES games. That's probably the best place to utilize those. And then I'll also be playing games that I, either just want to play or games that I'm planning on reviewing on YouTube in the future. So I think that's going to be the Friday thing, and basically any other time I stream other than that, we're going to be focusing on this game or whatever the casual game will be. So that's a little change to the scheduling moving forward. Have you no words for me? Oh, so this. No, I'm going insane. Right. I guess I'll just accept this like a crazy person.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Damn Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless.
Distracted by something so trivial.
I had hoped you would achieve your goal this
Ooh, look at this guy.
But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to.
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Underestimating the Knights was an action. One you will pay for.
Cookies.
Your eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Damn you. That's the power of Cress.
Part 1. White clouds. Heartstring moon. Familiar scenery.
What do we got now?
Honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon. The people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of protein and promise.
Rachel's doing a little bit of baking for her upcoming Christmas parties. I just mentioned... Oh, never mind, she's making dinner. We're not even baking anymore. We were baking a lot earlier. Anyhow, hope everyone's having a good night. Anyone that might have just jumped in, it's our first night of playing good old Fire Emblem. There are new places to explore in the monastery. Received 2,000 gold from the church for this month's activities. Very nice. Missions to subdue bandits. I'm also planning on uploading this onto YouTube, probably tomorrow at some point. So if anyone missed out on any of it and feels a little confused, they can watch it back, and check it out, and jump right back into it. I am going to be uploading the entirety of our playthrough. Figure why not, while we're doing it.
Oops. The last time we fought bandits, you saved me. Maybe I can return the favor this time.
Let's just do our best. Yeah, don't be careless. Probably the better option there, actually.
To keep the battlefield under control for us. It seems unlikely that we would lose. Still, let's do all we can to prepare.
Let's do our best.
You seem well. You wish Justin to light at the monastery?
Okay.
Just adds up.
I think so.
Oh, didn't expect that answer. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. But I guess I had nothing to worry about. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night.
So rude
when
of them.
little pupils die.
For the brats.
Stay vigilant and lead them well.
I wish I could offer my support. Lady Rhea won't allow. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here. Don't let your guard down. Ever.
Okay. Note to self. Do not let your guard down. Nothing happens on Sundays. But hey, it's Annette's birthday. She's not really on our team, but yeah, we'll buy her flowers. I mean, she might be on our team eventually, right? That is kind of our game plan. Auto saving. Alright, so the monastery holds events of various effects, such as those which increase the benefits of the share a meal activity for certain characters. The events appear on the calendar. Select Explore on your day off to participate. I think that's all we can do. We can go to the marketplace, which we don't need to worry about yet. I mean, it's nice we can go here, but I don't think we really did serious damage to any of our weapons to the point where we need to worry about the durability of them yet. They do have item shops as well. Got some armor. They have shields. I mean, those are certainly useful. I forget about these seals. I forget what they do. Allows the unit to take the certification exam.
That's the level up to the next class.
Oh, that's the level up for the next class. Do I want to buy these right now, or?
Probably not. They give you some.
They give me some? Okay. Torch increases visibility in areas with fog, which I don't think you really run into that much.
Literally never used it.
Yeah, I can't even remember that many levels that have the fog effect. Pure water, temporary resistance. And then you got the door and chest keys, which I was mentioning before. I'm not going to worry about those yet. Maybe when we get to the third mission, I think we'll need them. You can also pick them up off the ground, I believe. You know, I would like everyone to at least have the healing item, the Vulnerary, right now. The convoy. And then there's the battalions, which we've been kind of talking about a little bit. That's a whole nother thing that we'll worry about when we get there, but I don't think we really need to worry about the equipment too much. So let's go ahead and explore the monastery. Ooh, a big chicken sizzle going on now. Travel instantly to places you have already been. Oh, wait, so now we can quick travel at least. That's a good thing. Press the R to open the map. Select a destination and press A to fast travel. A girl's voice. Alright. Well, I think this is as good a place as any to end it. I kind of wanted to do the next battle, but that would probably take another hour and a half. So I think I'm going to end it there for tonight, and we're getting dinner together anyway here. So thanks a lot, everyone, for watching and coming out for the first night. Like I said, I'll upload this to YouTube so anyone can watch it that didn't get to see the beginning of it, perhaps. And we'll play more of this tomorrow, starting about 6 o'clock-ish, maybe a little after Central Time. So thank you a lot, everyone, for coming out. And, I will leave you with my review, my latest video game review on my YouTube channel. If you have not checked it out, you might want to check it out. So thanks a lot, everybody, and have a good evening.